Namaste. How are you? Namaste.
Thank you. I'm good, Sanjeev.
I'm good too. Thank you. Okay, so let's begin today's session. Sit in any comfortable pose. Close your eyes. Keep your spine straight, nice and long. Roll your shoulders back. Chin parallel to the ground, parallel to the floor. And stay here. Let's chant 3 times Om together. Inhale. Now join your hands together in front of your heart center. Bow your head down and open your eyes while blinking. And namaste. So do you remember what did we learn yesterday?
Yes, stability and mobility.
Yes, yesterday we learned mobility and stability in our joints. Okay, today we will move further to our muscles and the poses, like where we feel stretch in one particular posture. Let's suppose you are doing downward facing dog. Where do we feel the stretch? How we are going to modify for those who are not able to do the posture. Okay, and yeah, these things we are going to learn. Okay, before we get into the posture, let's warm up ourselves. If our body, like once our body is warm, then it's very easy to find that nice stability in your posture. Yeah, sit in any comfortable pose. Now, as you inhale, lift your head up, reach high. Exhale, lower your head down. Stretch your neck. Inhale again, head up, look up high to the ceiling. Pull your chest up. Exhale, again drop your head down. Inhale one more time, head up, look up high. Stretch your neck and stay there for 3. Breathe in and breathe out. 2, 1. Now exhale, lateral bend to the right side, drop your head down to the right side. Inhale again back to the center. Exhale on the other side, drop your head down. Inhale again back to the center. Exhale on the right side, again drop your head down. Normalize your breath. Inhale again back to the center. Now take your right arm up and place it down on your left side of your head. And then stretch your neck to the right side and hold here. 1, keep your eyes closed. Just enjoy the stretch on your neck. 2, 3, keep on extending your neck to the right side. 4 and 5. Inhale again, come back to the center. Exhale on the other side, place your left hand down on your right side of your head and then pull your head back to the left side. Stay there. One, be gentle, keep on stretching. Two, or maybe you can lift your head up at the same time and then lower your head down while stretching your neck. Again, try to lift your head up. As you exhale, try to lower your head down. Again, inhale, try to take your head up, stretch upward, and then release your neck back to the center. From here, take your hands behind your head, interlock your fingers, and then push your hands away from your body. And now with the next inhalation, take your lift your head up, and then open up your chest. Look up high to the ceiling. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Bend forward without losing losing that interlocked finger behind your back. Stay. 1, 2, keep on stretching. 3, 4, 5. Inhale again, come up high. Now stretch your both hands up over the head. Now exhale, lateral bend to the right side, drop your right hand down, left hand up over the ear. Right hand down, left hand up over the ear. Stretch and look at your palm. Keep on stretching upward and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep extending with every exhalation. 5. Now inhale again, come back to the center. Exhale on the other side, drop your left hand down, sweep your right arm up over the ear. Stretch upward, look at your palm, keep on stretching, stretch high and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale again, come back to the center. Interlock your fingers over your head and then turn your palms up. Stretch upward, keep on stretching, pull up high, open up your chest, pull your abdomen in. Feel that nice extension on your spine. Create the space in your vertebrae and elevate upward. Now exhale, grab your right knee with the left hand and then right hand back on the floor. Inhale, chest open, right hand back on the floor. Inhale, chest open. With the next exhalation, look back, twist your spine, twist out from the navel center and hold. 1, 2, look back. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale again, come back to the center, stretch your arms up over the head. Stretch your arms up over the head. Exhale on the other side, grab your left knee with the right hand and left hand back on the floor. First, we have to lengthen our spine. First, lengthen your spine. And now while exhaling, look back. Twist from the navel center and stay here. 1, keep on twisting out. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale again, come back to the center. Arms up over the head. Stretch. Now grab your left knee with your right hand. Grab your left knee with your right hand. And now lateral bend to the right side. Open up your chest. Keep on stretching your hand. Over the ear, keep your left hand straight. Close to the ear and try to lift your head up and look at your foot. And stay. 1. Feel that nice stretch on your sideways. 2. Stretch upward. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale again, come back to the center, arms over the head, stretch upward. Exhale on the other side, grab your right knee with the left hand, and then lateral bend to the left side. And hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale again, come back to the center. Now press your palms on the floor. And then lift your head up into the tabletop. Come up into the tabletop. So in this tabletop position, your hands are open, shoulder width apart. Legs are open, hip width apart, and your spine is straight. Okay. Now as you inhale, lift your head up, look up high to the ceiling. As you exhale, lower your head down, hump on your back. Push your hips forward, squeeze your abdomen in. Inhale again, lift your head up, look up high to the ceiling, press your palms, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, lower your head down, hump on your back. Squeeze your abdomen in, push your hips forward. Inhale one more time, head up, look up high. Exhale, head down, hump on your back. Push your hips forward. Inhale one more time, head up, look up high to the ceiling, press your palms and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale again, lower your head down, hump on your back, push your hips forward, squeeze your abdomen in, stay for 3, 2, 1. Now bring your head back to the neutral position. Now send your both legs back for the plank. Press your palms and send your legs back for the plank. Keep your hands straight. Your hips should be below than the shoulder level. Drop your knees down, chest down, and chin down on your mat. Inhale, swing yourself forward, chest open for the Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Exhale, roll back on your toes for the mountain or downward facing dog. Stretch your spine, stretch your legs. Now stay here. 1, 2. Keep pushing your shoulders down. 3, 4, and 5. Again, drop your knees, chest, and chin on the floor. Now from here, stay in this position. Walk your knees forward. Walk your knees forward. Like this. As you're here, you have to walk your knees forward without moving your hands, without moving your chest. Okay? Just walk your knees forward and reach your tailbone high. Keep on walking forward. Now stretch your right leg up in the air, all the way high. And hold. 3, 2, 1. Now release your right leg down. Now try to take your left leg up in the air. Make sure you are looking forward. Take your left leg up and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, drop your knee down on your mat. Inhale, swing yourself forward for the cobra pose. Roll your shoulders back. Open up your chest. Very nice. Keep on rolling backward. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Roll back on your toes for the downward facing dog. Yes, hips high, downward facing dog. Now stay here for 3, 2, 1. Now walk your both legs forward in between your both hands. Inhale all the way, come up high. Stretch your arms over the head. Now stretch your arms over the head. Take your arms up. Now make a nice arc on your back. Okay, just don't push your hips forward. Take your hands back. Keep your legs straight and move back. Hold for 3, 2. This is the first posture of your sun salutation. 2 and 1. Exhale, bend forward. Put your hands down on the floor. We are moving on to the sun salutation. Step your right leg back. Drop your back knee on the floor. Drop your back knee down. Yes, from here you have to drop your back knee down on the mat into Asu Sanchalana, horse riding pose. Okay, keep pushing your hips forward. Forward, push your hips forward. Yes. Now tuck your toes under, send your left leg back for the mountain. Again, drop your knees, chest and chin on the floor. Inhale, swing yourself forward for the cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Exhale, roll back on your toes for the downward facing dog. Good job. Now step your left leg forward in between your both hands. Drop your back knee down once again. Sink your hips down, stretch. Push your hips forward. Keep pushing your hips forward, spine straight, hands straight. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Now step your right leg forward to meet your left leg in the forward bend. Inhale, stretch your arms up over the head. All the way, come up high. Take your hands back, make a nice arc on your back. Exhale, again bend forward, put your hands down on the floor. Now from here, send your left leg back. Drop your left knee on the mat. Sink your hips down. Good job, Sneha ji. Good job. Now send your right leg back. Now drop your knees, chest and chin on your mat. Inhale, swing yourself forward for the cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Exhale, roll back on your toes for the downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Again, try to push your shoulders down towards the floor. Stretch your hips, stretch your spine. Keep on pushing. So this is, you have to push your shoulders like this. Push your shoulders like this. Now step your right leg forward in between your both hands and drop your back knee down on your mat. Very nice. Drop your back knee down, sink your hips forward and hold. 1, 2. Keep on pushing your hips forward. 3. Exhale, step your left leg forward to meet your right leg. Inhale, stretch your arms up over the head. All the way, come up high. Good job. Very nice. And then exhale, again, bend down, hands on the floor. Now, this is your sun salutation, second round sun salutation, okay? Send your right leg back. Slow. Send your right leg back and drop your knee down. And then send your left leg back for the mountain, Parvatasana.
તો સુગર ટી બધું નાખી દે.
Hold here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now drop your knees, chest and chin on the floor. Good job. Go as slow as possible. Inhale, swing yourself forward for the cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Exhale, roll back on your toes for the downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now step your left leg forward in between your both hands. Drop your back knee down. Yes, now start to push your hips forward towards the floor. Stretch your hips and hold 1, 2, 3. Exhale, step your right leg forward to meet your left leg in the forward bend. Now inhale, stretch your arms up over the head, all the way come up high. Exhale, again bend forward, put your hands down. Now send your left leg back, drop your back knee on the floor, sink your hips down. Now send your right leg back for the mountain. Stretch your legs. Yeah, mountain, Parvatasana. Drop your knees, chest and chin on your mat. Inhale, swing yourself forward for the cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Exhale, roll back on your toes for the downward facing dog or mountain. Stretch your shoulders, keep on pushing your shoulders down and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now step your left leg forward. Sorry, right leg forward. Step your right leg forward. Yes, now drop your back knee down on your mat. Now sink your hips forward. Yes, Neha, the right leg forward. Now stay, push your hips forward and hold. 1, 2, 3. Now left leg forward to meet your right leg in the forward bend. Left leg forward. Inhale, take your arms up over the head. Open up your chest. Now from here, interlock your fingers behind your back and then rotate your hands outward. Rotate your hands outward, very nice. And then exhale, bend completely down towards the floor. Yes. Now stay. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Release your hands down on your mat. Now release your hands down. Now inhale again, take your arms up over the head, make an arc on your back. Okay, take your arms up, make an arc on your back, open up your chest, keep on opening, keep on opening, keep on opening, and then exhale, release your hands. Okay, so today we are going to talk about this Urdhasthasana or Hastottanasana. Okay, you may sit up if you want. Okay, so today we are going to talk about this Urdhasthasana in which we have to bend from our shoulders. Okay, we have to make a nice arc on our back. Okay, so how we are going to stretch this part? See, in the beginning, it will be hard to rotate our hands. This is called flip grip. We need to have this outer rotation in our arms when we are bending backward. Okay, so you can understand by this range of motion. See, if you are increasing the range of motion of your shoulder, it's going to be easy to take your hands behind. But if there are restrictions, if your shoulders are not allowing you to take your hands upward, then it will be very hard to keep your hands straight above your head. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to first bring the enough awareness or enough mobility in your shoulder socket. Once you get enough mobility, get a good hold of that mobility, then it's going to be very easy to take your hands up and then down. All right, so this movement is called uh, flexion. When your hands are moving backward, this is called extension. All right, so this is called flexion, this is called extension. Okay, as I told you yesterday that we have mobility in our shoulder joint, right? So we have to have enough mobility, enough range of motion in our shoulder socket. Okay, if you don't have enough range of motion in your shoulder socket, you will definitely have shoulder impingement. Okay, you may have like if people are going for the gym and working out like on their muscles, and they don't build enough mobility on their see, if you're going to the gym, we don't work out on the mobility, we don't work out on the joint, we're just working out on our muscles, right? So your muscles is not allowing your like that muscles is going to be surrounded there, right? So they are going to be get tight, and they don't allow your hands to move upward or downward. Okay, so if you are already flexible, or if you have enough mobility on your shoulders, then you're going to the gym, if you're building the muscle, then it's fine. Okay, but initially if you're going to the gym and then moving back to the yoga, then it will be hard to come back to the normal position, or that good amount to get that good amount of range of motion in your shoulder socket. All right, so now we are going to understand how we can increase that range of motion of our shoulder socket. Okay, just keep your hands in front like this, parallel to each other, parallel to the ground. Okay, now from here, take your arms up over the head, stretch upward, keep on stretching upward. So this is the range of motion when your hands are rotating inward. This is called internal rotation. Okay, so you can go till here, you cannot go further than this. This is the limited range of motion that we have got in our shoulders when our hands are rotating inward, right? But what happens when we rotate our hands outward? Rotate your hands outward and then try to take your hands back. Now you will have good amount of range of motion in your shoulder socket, right? It's now increased. Why? Because you have created a space in your shoulder socket, right? So that's how we are going to understand how we can increase the mobility in our shoulders. If you're going for the back bend, we have to have enough mobility in our shoulders. If your shoulders are not open, if if you don't have good flexion in your shoulders, you will never be able to do that, chakrasana or any back bend, like deep back bends. Okay, so our shoulders are very important in the initially shoulders are very important to be open. Okay, later on we will move on to the thoracic region, this upper body. उसके बाद then after we will move on to our lumbar region. All right, did you guys understand me? Okay, see, this is your urdhasthasana or hastottanasana, in which we have to bend back. Okay, let's suppose I'm standing, and then in urdhasthasana or hastottanasana, how we are going to do, you have to take your arms over the head and don't push your hips forward. Okay, no need to push your hips forward, otherwise you will have pain on your lower back. So what you have to do, keep your hips back and then take your arms backward like this. Okay, no need to push your hips forward, keep your hips back, open up and make a nice arc on your back. As I told you before that initially we have to have a stretch on our shoulders. Okay, so initially we are working on that shoulder, then we are working on that thoracic region or mid back, and then lumbar region we will work on later on at the end. Okay, so would you like to try this back bend by standing? Yeah, try it your own. Now take your hands back. Which one you feel more comfortable, like when you're pushing your hips forward or when your hips are back above your ankle?
Yeah, when I keep my hips back, because the same problem, I have a back lower back pain when I'm
All
pushing
right.
my hip outside, like forward. So yeah, I feel that pain in my lower back. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to not to do that now.
Yes. So we have to always keep our hips above our ankle. Okay. Make sure you're not bending from your lumbar region. Okay. So if you are beginner, we have to understand this thing. If you're not a beginner, if you're not a beginner, then people they get habitual of this pain, and then they they don't care about this, and stretch or that this pain. Okay. Initially, we have to have like enough consciousness in our mind that we are not bending from a lumbar region. Otherwise, if we fall into injury, then it won't get back to the neutral position. Okay.
So sir, bending from our limbar region is this is also not wrong, right? We can do that. The little bit
Yeah.
pain is
This.
there, but it is okay, right? It's a positive pain.
Mhm. Yeah, we can bend from the lumbar region. See, we have stability in a lumbar region. We can extend, we can flex. When we are bending back, this is called extension. When we are bending forward, this is called flexion. Okay. So when you're bending back without having that openness in your thoracic region or shoulders, then it will be hard because the entire body weight is going to come over your lower back. Okay. So first, if you are open from the thoracic region while bending backward, if you are open from the thoracic region, the body weight is going to get shifted over thoracic, then your over your shoulders, thoracic, and then lumbar. Okay. Initially, if you're directly bending from the lumbar region, then you will have pain definitely, but maybe it will get worse than before. Okay. Or like worst case scenario, maybe you will fall into slip disc, or many people they fall into slip disc because of this deep back bend, because they slip their disc, they that shifts from its place. Okay. So in the beginning, make sure in see, I always care about the back, like the lumbar region. Otherwise, other thing are like okay, but if your lumbar region is like slips somewhere, like we don't know like what's gonna happen. Very nice. Okay, if you are deepening the posture, once you are open from your thoracic region, shoulders, then you can move on to the lumbar region. Okay, so we are not going to take any risk in the beginning. Okay, so you can bend forward, you can bend back from the lumbar region, but initially we have to have that stretch on our shoulders, on our thoracic, then we will move on to the lumbar. Okay, so in this pose, your hands are going to be upward, and then you're going to lift up and then open up your chest. See, until unless you sustain this elevation on your thoracic here, so you have to sustain elevation. Sustain means the maintain the elevation of your chest like this. Okay, if you're losing yourself like this, then it won't. It again, it is going to the body weight is going to shift over your lower back. But if you're inhaling and then elevating high like this, now it's going to be sustained on your thoracic. If you're doing like this, it's going to be on your lower back. If you're elevating high, it will be here on your mid back. Are you getting me what I mean? Thumbs up. Did you get me or not? Okay. So I said you have to keep on elevating high. Okay. Whenever you're going for the back bend, first elevation and then back bend, elevation and then back bend, elevation and then back bend. If you don't elevate or you are just doing back bend, then definitely that pressure is going to come over your lower back, and the like the number of nerves that goes through our lower back or the spinal cord, right? So due to it we have sciatica pain. Like many time what happens when we are bending backward without elevation, our nerves get pinched. Because of the pinchment, then sometime that pain travels through our leg, that pain remains there on your lower back, that pain does not go away for many days. Okay, so just make sure you're elevating high. In the elevation, what's going to happen? You will create more space, and your body will, your body is going to find that space to bend backward. Okay, so that's how we have to understand this back bend. Okay, so if you are going for the preparation for this Urdhasthasana, if you want to stretch it more deeper, so how you're going to do this? You can go against the wall, as we did yesterday, right? You're gonna take your hands up and then look front. But again, don't push your hips forward. Keep your hips back. Look front like this. Okay, Sneha ji. Okay, Palalan ji. Am I pronouncing it right? Would you like to pronounce your name, please?
Are you asking me?
Yes, yes, yes. What's your name?
You can say Paldon.
Paldon.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you understand me that how we are going to stretch our shoulders? Okay. Do you guys have any question about this stretches or this Urdhasthasana, Hastottanasana?
I have a question. When we did this like twisting and our back palm was on the floor, and I noticed my elbow was a little bit bent. Is it okay, or should we keep it straight, straight arm behind?
Which one you are talking about?
When we somehow like this, yes.
Okay, we were doing like this, I think. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we were twisting.
Yes. Should the elbow?
Yeah, elbow. They should be straight. Okay, your both elbows should be straight. Yeah, you can also bend if you are twisting deeper. Okay, your other elbow is going to bend. Like whichever elbow is behind, that elbow could bend. Okay, and you have to look back. Just look back. Don't look down. Look. You have to look back towards the back wall. Okay. Okay. One more time. Let's try it against the wall and feel the stretch on your shoulders. Come on. या स्नेहा जी वॉल की तरफ करिए या फिर जो आपको सोफा है उस पर ट्राई करने की कोशिश करिए बट मेक श्योर डोंट लेट योर हिप्स पुश्ड फॉरवर्ड नाउ टेक योर आर्म्स अप आर्म्स को पीछे करिए धीरे से now take your hands back and press your palms against the wall and look front, don't look back, and hold. Keep pushing your hips backward. Hold. 1. Stretch your shoulders. Very nice. 2, 3, 4. You have to stay here and look front, don't look back. 5. And now feel the difference when you're looking back, right? So where that pressure is coming, and when you're looking forward, where is this pressure coming? Okay, I'm gonna ask you after this. Hold. 1. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Now again release. Okay, so Pardon ji, where were you feeling stretch when you were looking backward? Where were we having that pressure when we were looking backward?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Snehaji, did you feel that?
Yeah, when I'm looking back little bit on this, uh,
In your
back,
thoracic back, upper back.
neck and upper back, and then lower back also, I feel little bit
Hmm.
pain. And when I'm looking forward, like it's a normal, so I don't feel any pain
Okay. So when
or
you're looking
any
backward,
pressure.
yes. When you're looking backward, you will have a lot of pressure on your lower back. But when you're looking forward, it's going to be there on your mid back. Okay.
Mm.
So maximum time in the beginning, we will have to look front. We won't look backward. If you're looking backward, then you need to have enough stretch on your enough stretch on your neck, enough stretch on your lower back too. Okay. So initially we have to look front in the beginning. Okay, so this is how we are going to do this posture. Or one more modification we have in this, you can use the block if somebody has got dislocated shoulder, then they are going to use the block like this because they cannot take their hands upward. If somebody like one has dislocated shoulder, and they cannot take their hands upward. Okay, so they have to hold something behind their back and then push that block backward and then lift their chest upward, open high, and then hold for 5 4 3 2 1. This is going to help them out to go for the back bend. Okay. Yeah, any question that you want to ask about this back bend? No questions?
Mm.
Okay, so what are the benefits of the posture? Yeah, Snehaji, do you want to ask something?
No, no.
Okay, so what are the benefits, like what do you feel, like what are the benefits of this posture?
It's give a mobility to our shoulder.
Yeah,
Like,
it gives mobility to our shoulders. It also stretches our thoracic region,
yes.
and because of this heart opening, we can breathe like properly. Okay. If you
Mhm.
have stiffness in your shoulders, again is going to like increase the range of motion of your shoulders, or again same thing, like mobility will be increased.
Mhm.
And if you have kyphosis, do you know the kyphosis what it is?
No.
Kyphosis means when your shoulders are moving forward like this. So when we grow
Okay.
older, after 50 or
Mm-hmm.
60, our shoulders start to collapse inward, right? So
Mm-hmm.
why does this happen? Because of this tightness on your chest. Chest
Chest.
muscle gets
Okay.
tight, and then your
Okay.
back muscle does not have enough strength. Okay,
Okay.
let's suppose we would have enough strength on our thoracic region, so it could hold
Mm-hmm.
you back, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
holding me back. I'm falling
Mm-hmm.
forward, I'm collapsing inward, right? So what do I if I have kyphosis, then how I'm going to cure this? With a back bend. Okay, so
Okay.
those kyphosis people, they
Kyphosis.
cannot take their hands upward, but they can take interlock their fingers and roll their hands backward. Okay,
Okay.
so for
Mm-hmm.
those people we are going to do back bend, but gentle
Backbend.
back bend.
Okay.
Okay, no, not
Mm-hmm.
intense back bend.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what are the contraindications? Who is not supposed to do this posture?
Uh, who has a lower back pain or
Who has low
uh,
back pain, they can try this. They cannot try this. And
or
who else?
who has a heart uh,
Yeah,
problems
heart
or a high
disease, because
BPV
it's very intense posture is going to increase that blood flow in your body.
or a high blood pressure
Yeah, high blood pressure people, they cannot try this.
and sciatica or whoever has this like,
Yeah, the
uh,
cervical spondylitis.
yeah,
Okay,
cervical.
in the cervical spondylitis, uh, you can do it, but like there are certain movements that they cannot do, right? If
Mm-hmm.
cervical spondylitis is happening because of the muscle or is happening because of the bone, then the certain movements will be changed. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, they can try it, but if it's hurting, then just tell them to leave the posture. immediately.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is how we are going to do all this back bend whenever
Mhm.
our hands are upward. Okay, in the standing. Any other question? No question?
Can you repeat, please? Who can't do this?
Okay, who can't do this? Who has low back pain? Low back pain as like who has herniated disc or slip disc, okay, and who has high blood pressure, they cannot try this posture because the blood flows very speedily in your body. And who has cervical pain, they cannot try this. Yeah, that's all. Okay, otherwise this posture is very simple. Even if you have high blood pressure, like less high blood pressure, you can try, but if it's like too high, then you're not supposed to do it. Okay.
Sir, last question.
Mm-hmm.
That in normal condition, if anyone like if anyone has a no lower back pain, but because of due to some exercise or some asanas, if
Mm-hmm.
it's develop a lower back pain, like it's a you can say like it's a if your muscles are getting relaxed and due to that if the lower back pain is there, so they can
Mm-hmm.
perform this asana. They can perform this lower back like
Yeah, no, yeah, those people, they can try this, back bend.
okay.
Okay, so that is natural one when you practice, and you will definitely have pain.
Okay.
Okay, okay, then let's finish today's session. Sit in any comfortable pose and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Let's chant one Om followed by three Shanti. Inhale. Om. Shanti. 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 Join your hands together in front of the heart center. Bow your head down and open your eyes while blinking. And namaste to everyone. Okay, enjoy your day. Thank you so much for joining me there. Okay, see you tomorrow, Snehaji. Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Well
Bye.
done, ji. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, you're welcome.